Hello, I'm Roy Norris and I'm here to tell you about the new all-improved version of Ready for First, now in its third edition. The course has been updated for the revised Cambridge English First exam, which comes into effect in 2015. But we've also changed a large amount of the reading and listening material to give the course a fresh new feel, whilst retaining some of the familiar features which have made the first two editions so successful. 80% of the reading texts in the coursebook, that's 15 of the 19 texts there, are completely new. Also, 60% of the coursebook listenings are either completely new or updated. And we know from talking to teachers that you want as much listening practice for your students as possible. So every unit except one now has 2 listening tasks. This represents a 25% increase compared to the second edition of the coursebook. We've also included a bank of listening material in the workbook so that students can do listening practice at home. There's one exam-style listening activity for each unit, and these can all be found in a separate section at the end of the workbook. And now that the reading and use of English texts are shorter and there are fewer questions, we've had a bit more space to play with, so we've got slightly more and bigger visuals in the coursebook. This reading from Unit 1 is a good example of that. Another important new feature is the writing bank, which we found room for by reducing the number of units in the coursebook from 15 to 14. The writing bank includes an example of each writing task type that students can expect to encounter in the exam. This one is for articles. There's a task, a model answer with important features highlighted, and a useful language box to help your students do the task at the bottom of the page. There are also a lot more speaking opportunities throughout the coursebook, in addition to the many exam speaking tasks. We start as we mean to go on, and the very first section in Unit 1, a vocabulary section, includes 2 speaking activities, indicated by these 2 purple icons. Whenever possible, speaking has been worked into vocabulary and language focus sections to make for more interactive classes. There's a new vocabulary feature too. In Units 7, 10 and 13, there are sections on the skill of paraphrasing, which is important in all papers in the exam, not just for keyword transformations. This one is from Unit 10 and draws on the reading text on the previous spread. In feedback we've had, teachers said they wanted more practice of cloze tests for the reading and use of English paper, so we have included more Part 1s, the multiple choice cloze, and more Part 2s, the open cloze, both in the coursebook and in the workbook. The word formation teaching syllabus has been improved too. For example, the section dealing with nouns used to be in Unit 12. Now it has been increased in length from half a page to a whole page and brought forward to Unit 3, reflecting the importance and high frequency of nouns in word formation tasks in the exam. Ready for First has some new components too. On the DVD-ROM that accompanies the teacher's book, there are 7 progress tests, which can be used after every 2 units. These tests can be downloaded as PDF files, and they are also available in a format that you can edit to meet your own students' needs. There are also 14 photocopiable activities, 1 for each unit, containing interactive tasks which offer practice of one or more aspect of language from the unit. There is also a video of me explaining how the whole course works, helping you to make the best possible use of Ready for First. And there's much more besides. Then there's Macmillan Practice Online, or MPO for short. Each student can access the MPO by going to the Ready For website, www.ready4-online.com, and entering the code which is on the inside back cover of each coursebook. The material on Macmillan Practice Online includes 2 practice tests, each with a full listening paper and reading and use of English paper, as well as a full writing paper with model answers for each task. There's also a video of 2 candidates performing the tasks contained in the Ready for Speaking unit of the coursebook, so your students can see what an actual speaking test looks like. And finally, on the MPO, students can download MP3 audio files for the listening activities in the coursebook. Ready for First 3rd edition has all that you need to prepare your students for the revised Cambridge English First exam. There are new components and big changes to the coursebook, particularly in the reading and listening sections. As I mentioned at the beginning, Ready for First 3rd edition has a fresh feel but with many familiar features. I'm confident that both you and your students will enjoy using the coursebook as much as I enjoyed writing it.